everybody, it's your girl, Pajama, with Pajama Life. And today, it's the holiday weekend. So we wanted to have a celebration of some really interesting movies and TV. But I couldn't do these reviews without these characters. They are David and Patrick. David, the guru of all things Star Wars. Say hey to the people.
Hey everybody, happy Memorial Day weekend. It's time for backyard barbecues, movies, and just general goof off time. Yes, a little product placement there for us.
Lord.
Can't wait to talk to you all tonight.
Is it goof off from like the 80s or 90s?
Oh, it's still around. It's still around.
I remember that as a kid or something. And we have our professor of all things, Tolkien, and Marvel, and comics, and graphic marvels, and whatever else he wants to be. Say hey to the people, Patrick.
Hey, everybody. Interesting stuff to look at today. We'll have a good talk, and hopefully everybody is ready for their big Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, but to start it off, it is Asian American Pacific Islander Native Hawaiian Month. And so to celebrate, Disney Plus has come out with the new series, Everything Everywhere. Oops, wait a minute. American Born Chinese. Let's take a peek.
So, what's going on?
Oh. Well, this is Wayne Chung.
Wei Chen.
And Nanny's Chinese, like you. I thought that you could show him around since you two have so much in common.
We do? I just meant because we sort of know each other because we went to elementary school together, but then you went to Crest Road Intermediate, I went to Dorothy Nichols Middle, and now I'm kind of creeping myself out. I should stop.
Jin! Sorry, my father took me home. He's only missed one day, and I'm back.
You didn't miss one day. You've been gone for a month.
What?
We're gonna sing Happy Birthday now.
Oh, awesome!
And we got you a cake. You have to get it.
The fate is not decided up there, but down here.
Okay, Patrick, what do you think of American Born Chinese?
Had a very Disney Channel feel to it.
Ah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. I'd watch Michelle Yeoh advertise insurance, but yeah, it had a real Disney Plus feel to it, or not Disney Plus, Disney Channel, the old days, Hannah Montana-ish feel to it. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as I thought it would be, because it did seem to be aiming at a demographic other than an old guy like me. So, I'm sure if you're a teenager, it might be great. If you're like in your prepubescent moment when Disney Channel was great for my kids, it might be your thing. But I enjoyed the Chinese mythology they threw in there, which a lot of people are not familiar with. That was good. There was not enough fight sequences because I think they were trying to keep it to Disney Channel. So there you go. That's what I had to think about it. Mixed.
I'm not gonna say it's trash because it's Michelle Yeoh, and every time she was on screen was great. And my secret boyfriend, number 2 in the pack, Daniel Wu. And Ronnie Chang, I love. But the story was extremely confusing, man. And I fell asleep like 3 times, like deep asleep. And I wanted to like it so much. But I was interested in the Chinese mythology like you were, Patrick. And so I thought it was interesting to get some of that out, but it was very disjointed, the story. It was multiple stories and they didn't really fit together until the end. So, and they were long. They seemed long, but they weren't long because they were actually like I think it was only like 30 minutes or maybe a little more than 30 minutes an episode, but it seemed like an hour and a half, which is why I fell asleep on a lot of it. So it's okay. I wish it could have been better. I hope this is not what's going to happen to Disney Plus in the future, because that's not going to be good for, the channel. And they're going through something. So let's hope they do better and do it right. I think it's going to get picked up for a second season. So we'll see. It ended on a real cliffhanger. So we'll see. What do you think, David? It's okay. Go ahead and say it.
It just didn't really speak to me. The part that spoke to me, that really, and I'm glad, on one hand, I'm glad they show it, but it just angers me that we're still seeing it, or maybe even seeing this rise in this prejudice that we've been experiencing, in particular with the Asian American community, Asian immigrant community of folks. It's just, man, can we just take people at who they are and try and get to know them, and whatever your name is, let me try and learn it. Might be hard, but let me try and learn it. I can't stand when you hear. So, that part of it, really stood out to me. It was great to see Michelle. I mean, she is an Oscar winner, so that was good. But not a great story. Yeah, Oscar agrees. You heard him there in the background. He was not a big fan of it. So yeah, it's exactly. It's really something for Disney Plus, not the prime time kind of show. So it's I won't say quite FUBAR, which is on Netflix with the former governor of California, but it's close.
Yeah, and definitely it's for the kids, so kids would enjoy it, and maybe that's all it needs to be. It's just something for the kids, and so kids, check out American Born Chinese. Adults, let the kids watch it. Okay. Next up is the second version. I guess a sequel to Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Let's take a look.
I'm an idiot. I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? There's already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it, and I'm fast, but he's faster. Aquaman is literally huge, and he's so manly, and Batman is so cool, and I'm just me.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Like, I have a girl talking to me, Billy. A girl, for the first time in my life. And I probably don't have a shot in hell with this girl. But I'll never find out if you keep trying to control everything I want to do.
Now, so apparently all of this revolves around a powerful weapon.
Children stole the power of all the gods. This is very personal, Billy.
Look, I might not have as much experience as you, because I'm not super old like you. But I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family. I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
David, what'd you think?
I can't stand the Shazam movies.
Oh,
I find them horrible. It should have stayed as like a 30-minute show on a Saturday morning before noon. I can't stand these flicks. And hey, here we've got a little bit of issue. Helen Mirren, like everybody, has been in a Fast and Furious movie.
I think that was the end joke.
It's not a good one. This is so bad. I'd rather watch the other show on Disney Plus 5 more times than the Shazams. These are like it's not the Shazam. It's more like the shizzle, as somebody might say down south in Miami. But I'm going to have that as a hard pass on the Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu bad film. I don't have a verb for how bad this bomb is. It's not Mortal Kombat-esque, but man, I just don't like it.
Okay. All right, Patrick, you're our comic book expert.
Hey, get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
Exactly, yo grump. What did you think, Patrick?
Yeah, it wasn't as I liked the first one. I thought it had a great spirit. It was fun. It was an interesting juxtaposition of this young person in this super powerful body. And it was cute. It was fresh. I felt this one not as much. It felt like I don't know. It was lacking something. It felt like they were trying too hard to push the jokes that they got, and it just didn't. It didn't have that fresh feel to it. Like the first time, Zach Levy, I think, did a wonderful job and is portraying the whole Tom Hanks big character.
Thank you. It's already been done.
Well, it has, and it wasn't terrible, but I mean, it just lacks something. Kind of like Quantumanium when they took out his buddies. It just wasn't as much fun. This one just didn't seem as much. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't. I don't hate it like David did. Apparently, I just didn't love it as much as I thought I probably would, based on the first. Because the first one was really fun. I thought the first one was a lot of fun, but this one, it was fun, but it wasn't a lot of fun. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think I like this one more than the first one.
Oh, you're strong.
Only because I love Lucy Liu. And she did a great job as a villainess. I mean, a villain. I'm not even going to say villainess. She just, she was bad from the beginning. She was bad in the middle. She was bad at the end. So she always plays a great villain. And so, and I was surprised you had Helen Mirren as in there, Oscar. Is she Oscar winner? At least Oscar nominee. Then you had Rachel Ziegler. I think she's Oscar nominee.
Yeah, she was for
I think isn't the Shazam guy? He's an Emmy nominated. So I mean, you got a lot of Adrian Brody. I think was nominated for an Emmy back in the day with the OC or something. So I mean, you have a lot of talent. Yeah, this is lighthearted. Oh, but one thing, I cannot recommend it for children because somebody straight up gets murdered. And it's like, ooh, wait a minute, that's a little dark right there. And a kind of a like continuing character. And then they just get straight up murderized. And I was like, wait, hold on. So I can't quite say it's good for kids because you have these really dark moments in it that were unnecessary. That was unnecessary too. What happened to the person? So I couldn't get with that. I was like, oh, they kind of messed up the lightness of it. But I was hoping that there would be maybe we'll see more of a tie-in with the rest of DC. And but I thought it was fun. I think it's something that teenagers and maybe preteens can enjoy. But it does have some darker moments, so can't quite recommend it for kids. But it's like it's like a can of pop. It's not good for you, but it tastes good.
It's not good for you, but it tastes good.
It tastes good.
Let's just stop with "it's not good for you" and pass it
on. Okay, next up, and another action flick with Jenny from the Block has a badass called The Mother. Let's take a leak.
Hawthorne, Carter, do you copy? Are we breached? Do you copy?
You and I both know the only way you protect that child is to disappear. I distract him, you run. No matter what. Give me your hand. Who are you? Doesn't matter.
she had her first good taste of action in Enough back in the day. I think that was what 2000s, early 2000s. So she could definitely do action. It was an interesting story. However, if you watch Pajama Life, you know this is irritating that they make women have children as the reason that they are badasses. And can we just like let women like Lucy Liu be a badass just because she's a badass? And but I thought it was an interesting story. I thought it was a little slower, I think. But it was interesting in how they portrayed her as a soldier and you know, a really strong, physically capable person. So it was a interesting, easy to watch kind of fun action flick for the summer. So I liked it. David, what you think?
Well, you know, I actually enjoyed it myself. Obviously, the protecting the daughter was a key part of this. She was already a warrior, kind of a bad guy before that, so it was just an extension of protecting people. She showed that she's like the warrior on the run, but has a moral compass and has to take a stand. I thought it was well done. I thought she did a great job. The action was good. I liked the interaction. I thought the young lady that played her daughter was good. I enjoyed it.
Hey, and not a sappy ending
on my lawn on this one. I don't care. I like it.
Yeah, not a sappy ending. It could have made it super sappy, but they didn't. I mean, it was like I was surprised at the ending. And so definitely a more interesting take on this kind of genre. Pat?
I did not get to watch the whole thing. In fact, I didn't get to watch any of it because nothing in it attracted me. It looks like every other revenge, running from the law thing movie. I didn't see anything that made me go, wow, I need to watch this. So I didn't get around to it. I had other things to do.
Well, that's kind of snarky, but we will let Patrick have that one since he's so super busy. We, on the other hand, have time to watch really good movies and TV, which we will next week when we will watch the next week is the finale of Ted Lasso. And will it be the forever finale or just the end of the third season? I don't know. You have to stay tuned and see. As well as we had a big loss this week with the passing of our beloved queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner. And so we will watch the documentary about her life and career, which, of course, is super interesting. And we will also watch, which has been in the theaters after, what would we say, 30 years, 35 years, maybe 40? The Last Starfighter is back in theaters, and we will review it. One of the movies from all of our childhood. So we're going to review it for all of you youngsters who haven't had the chance to see pre-CGI sci-fi fantasy movies. So definitely come back next week. And fellas, David, say goodnight to the people.
So long, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. Keep watching these fun shows and come back to Pajama Life next week.
All right, Patrick, say goodnight to the people.
Good night, everybody. Hopefully you see all the stuff you want to see, and it'll be a great time. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Definitely don't go pouring a lot of lighter fluid on your on your grills and blow up your houses. But definitely take time to remember the veterans who helped keep this country and democracy free. So see you next time. Take care.